Mic on.
Good morning, or good afternoon, I guess, technically, right? Yeah, it is. Still early, though. What's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? How's your day going so far? Why is this notifying me? What is this? Oh, here's. Alright, let's open up the project, get ready. Oof. Nice. Work. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this one. Okay. I don't know why I'm getting so many random pings. So many Discord channels in here, man. Jesus. How's the game coming along? It's going pretty well. Not too bad at all. Did some work on it yesterday. I'm gonna go over that in a little bit now. Oh, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, by the way, because I keep on forgetting to mention it. Thanks for tuning in, obviously. Hopefully you guys enjoy the live stream. I have actually 3 videos to post. I'm probably gonna do 1 or 2 maybe today. Obviously excluding the live stream. And then I'll do... Well, maybe open up this window because it's a little dark in here. Oh, man, who cares, bro? I'm in shorts. Hope that's a little better, maybe. Oh, God, hell no, that glare. Jesus. This maybe not too much. Something like that. Oh, let's... Appreciate y'all tuning in. Okay, a little hot in here. I need to move this fan somewhere because I know it gives feedback sometimes. Maybe that angle. Hopefully it doesn't do anything. Alright, so let me go. Where are we? We're in the lobby. Okay. Give a little more time for anybody to join in. Left off, I think actually pretty much everything besides like the smaller details were done. Or there's obviously a lot of smaller details to do, but what are the odds I can get a character inspired or named after me or my dogs? I mean, it's doable. The only thing is, for the I was wondering where this was. For the system to like show something like that, we obviously need to create something for it, which will probably maybe just do some sort of like really simple dialogue. I don't know whether it's gonna be like speech to text, or I'll record the voices, or it could just be like actual text. But actual text in this case won't work. Because if we are doing obviously stealth and they're sneaking around, I don't think they'd want to stay around and hang around and see what they're saying. So we're gonna have to probably do an audio. I'll see maybe I can record some, because obviously I could do that in like 2 minutes. I know there's some really good text to speech softwares. I don't know if it's built in or it's just something that's external and then I need to import it. I just need to hear obviously how some of them sound, because they, for the most part, are good, but realistically are some kind of wonky ones too. So don't want it to sound like, oh, hello, I can't wait to find this guy, you know, not something like that. Why did I bring this spoon with me? Whatever, it stays now. All right. So, all right, I'm going to get started. Then we left off with, for the most part, sorry, my eyes are dry. I don't know why. For the most part, the scene is what we call shit. Hold on. Having a mental breakdown. No, I'm not. Is what we call blocked out. It's also called gray boxing. Basically, it's just kind of like the gist of what we talking about. Hey, Brian, what's going on, man? Hope your day is going well so far. And if it's not, it'll get better. And if it doesn't, well, shit. Sorry about that. But it will. I was kind of just filling in now what's going on. Blocked out the whole scene. Basically, what I did as of mainly yesterday was go over the enemies. So create the enemies and some of their like components, and then do some like small things to the character. Really not that much. Don't really have the abilities and stuff yet, so we're still working on that. Just trying to find a way to be able to work them, like make them just set up the base so that we could use it how we're intending to use it, like the whole voice speaketh thing that we talked about. But just it needs a little more like I need to get my notes and resources in order, because that's normally how I do stuff like this. Is I'll either write it like on a Word doc or on a piece of paper, even probably not a piece of paper because I write like this because I'm so used to just working on a computer. So I basically just write down notes of like how it should work, and with kind of doing that, it helps paint the picture, right? If I say voice moves from A to B within 3 seconds, so now I know when I'm throwing from A to B, I'm needing to get some sort of distance calculated, right? So if I do, I'm not gonna say, all right, 200 units, because 200 units could be super far, or 200 meters is even worse. Units probably is actually realistic, but 200 meters is super far. Detonation, I get into just more specifics down in a sense. But kind of what we did yesterday, I think I have it set up here. So this is our enemy. I just named it NPC because we might just even keep some of them as neutrals. But basically, NPC. Let's go to details. Will it show it? No. Really, honestly, doesn't have that much. So, like, as much function as we're gonna need, right? Like, doesn't have health. It doesn't do any damage to the player. We might just have it as like a temporary thing, so that when it just collides with the player, that's it. You just lose, right? Which we're gonna have separate menus, right? Like, we're gonna have a starting menu screen. We're gonna have a end screen, like a lose screen in a sense. And then it'll just reset you back to the starting position. So basically what the NPC does, and you might see these little things here on the floor. These things on the floor are called patrol paths or patrol points. So basically, and this has more code. Is it here? No, it's actually on the NPC. So it's the NPC. Come on, there we go. So this AI behavior is basically all the data for moving on the patrol points. Patrol points don't really, they're just there as like guidance, right? So we know that this NPC is gonna go here, do something, go to the next one, do something, so on and so forth. So we just have this visual here, and actually I'm gonna turn off the decal because it's kind of in my way right now. Yeah, so we kind of see what we're looking at. So it's gonna go, if we click on the player and we click on the AI behavior has these patrol path points. So basically each of these points, and every point, everything really in like computers, gaming, programming, you start at 0. Like 0 is technically your 1, and then 1 is technically your 2, 2 is good, 3, yada yada. So we have this one, which is the 0, which is this first one. Then the first one goes 0, 1, 2. So basically just making a triangle. We have this part here, which is just like the wait time. So how long if they get there, when they'll wait if needed. And then with the little arrows, so basically what we do with the arrows, I think I'm pretty sure it's already working because it was a little buggy yesterday. Mic check. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Appreciate that little shout out. It's kind of just filling out what we did yesterday. So we basically just got the AI set up. Again, AI set up to an extent. I don't know AI too well. Only reason why I'm able probably to set it up with obviously time given is with just getting resources, right? Like getting the data. And I've done it a couple times in some other projects. But there's always been, like a superior version that's been created instead that uses that, which I have no problem with doing that. I mean, I don't mind setting it up, but I'm just not as efficient on programming than I am to level design, at least, and like the theories, best practices, best way to communicate during to certain things. Oh, and the last part for this is nothing really case, just a patrol outcome. So basically, that's how is it gonna work, right? So they're gonna go from 0, 1, 2. What happens then, right? So that means if we have 3 options, so loop means that it's just gonna go same triangle, same process. Return means that it's gonna go here, 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 and then once it gets to the end, it's gonna reverse, and then it'll go 3, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. And the last one is nothing, which means that it's just gonna go walking, and once it gets to its last patrol point, which in this case would be this one, that's it. It just stops. It just stands there, which may work out well for, like, let's say if you're eavesdropping. So when you're eavesdropping on, like, say, trying to get some info or some stuff, you might be hiding behind a wall. They're talking, blah blah blah. After they start talking, then they'll move away, right? Like that usually happens a lot in video games. So then you'll see, like, they'll go, all right, cool, ha ha ha. They'll go over there, and then they'll just end up here, and they just stare, like, just basically post up at the at wherever they're gonna end up at. So that's one way we like to use that. Another way would be kind of like a smooth way to just get, like, let's say if you're fighting, say, like the boss, right, is in this room. It's a good, like, cleaner way to them to naturally get them out of the scene. You know, if you ever seen, like, a cutscene happens and then you just disappear, like they're not around there, and you're, like, frantically chasing around looking at them, see if you'll catch up to them. So that's one way to naturally do it. You might also see in games where, like, you're talking to somebody and they're here, and they go, and they just disappear. They just turn into like fog, basically. This is just more like it's more efficient just to get somebody in at a certain point, especially if, like, let's say, all right, I'm gonna go guard the door. All right, cool. Cutscene ends. You're gonna get to the door, turn around, and stand in front of it. Which, speaking of turn around, these arrows are here to help point the rotation, in a sense. So once they, like, in this direction, they're walking here, right? When they get here, they're gonna rotate towards the direction of whatever the arrow is at. So if you see from here, they'll be facing the way they're facing now, and they'll gradually, like, do a quick little turn to the side and move forward, and then just repeat everything. So, like, when they get here, technically, if we put this like that, they'll actually, let me make sure it's set. What is it set to? Oh, oops. Set to return. So if it's set to return, that means actually I want to do something like this. So turn and face the other direction, the direction that they just came from. Let's see that in action, so we can kind of just, I can paint a little picture better. Do you see? Got there. They're turning. Cool. They're gonna slowly turn there. Well, that was actually pretty fast. And then he's gonna return back, and boop. The only issue with now is when it's returning back, it's not, it's still locked in on the initial arrow position, which, I mean, it's fine, honestly. It's not that deep. Realistically, I'm not having to want to turn and face the direction they're going to go. I would just like them to face in a direction. Like, if I get here, I think ideally I probably want to be facing this way, right? So nobody can sneak up behind me, in a sense. If I'm coming this way, yeah, I'll probably just look over here. I feel like that's normal. So that's that, and another thing too. Hold on. There you go. So I actually, oh no, it's not here. It's the AI controller. I can kind of show you guys what I have set up. Again, I am no expert by far when it comes to AI. I just know somewhat how they work. And I've, again, done it done it a few times to be able to. Oh, it's another thing. I can show you guys that now. Hold on, let me just. Don't remember where I put it. It wasn't here. Was it the other one? Animations? No. Mannequins. Oh, I know where it's at. Hold on. It was It was wherever. Ah, here it is. Okay. That's just material I created. just to highlight this stuff. What I want to show. So let me first just pull up the controller and link that up. Because right now, if you might have seen it, he's just going through the motion of like walking back and forth. I just disabled this stuff because this is all the functions and handle. Sight, so obviously when he sees you. Hearing, when he hears you. It's not working right now because I'm trying to see how to best implement it, because we don't want them just sprinting behind people, right? But the thing is, in here at least, let me just save now, sure. In here at least, there is no like actual sprint in a sense. You just have a jog, and the jog basically is based off of like, it's like a ramp up. So you just have the one animation, and then when you hold it down, it's gonna go faster. I think if you hold down, or if you press that like W in this case, and you hold Shift, it just does like a walk. It's usually how like MMORPGs kind of have that button. It's useless to me, in my opinion, but. So I wanted to be that it goes based off of a sprint, which means I may need to put in like a what do you call this? Like it's a notify. You basically put like a little marker on the bottom of their foot when they're sprinting, and then we actually just have to add in a sprint, which is doable. I didn't get a chance to do that. But this would be basically like when we throw something, when that thing lands, we're gonna add a notify on it so people go, and they look at it and they go check it out. Touch is self-explanatory. If you bump into it or touch behind them, they're gonna turn around and be like, what the hell, and then they're gonna chase you. And prediction, so this manages in Unreal, it's actually their AI system, like base, is pretty smart. So they have a way where, like, let's say somebody's chasing you, right? Or let's say they heard something and they're gonna go investigate. They won't just go to the last known location. They'll go to somewhere where they think it may be at. Like, it's more easy to show when they're looking at you in a sense. So when they're looking at you, right? Let's just gonna pull up paint. All right. So let's say this is the enemy, and then this is you. And then let's say there's a wall over here. Actually, no, let me not do that. Let's do it more like this. So, all right, they see you. When they see you, and you're right here, right? So this is say where? That's your location. When they see you and they start chasing you, and you move around, let's say over here, what prediction does basically is gonna go, last time I saw them, they were here. Or like, let me say that when you actually lost line of sight, it was maybe here. So that prediction sense can be like, all right, if I last saw them here, they could potentially be here, or maybe somewhere here. And then the AI will go over there to check those areas instead. Another way it works is let's say there's a column here, right? And it's easy. It's going towards you. It's gonna predict which outcome, whether going around this way or this way, is gonna be best. And with doing that, it's basically just gonna take that action. Let's say there's like a box here, right? It won't go that way after calculating, because it knows that, all right, going this way is gonna take me 1.5 seconds, but going this way it's gonna take me 1 second. So it's gonna prioritize this path. Speaking of pathing, well, actually, I did the other ones. Okay. Speaking of pathing, so the thing with AI, there's two ways for them to properly, really not properly, to move at all, right? To get their functionality to go off, and that's called with, if I could get it there, nav mesh modifiers. So a nav mesh modifier is basically like, imagine kind of like the treadmill for any AI, enemies, players, NPCs, doesn't matter. It just points out their path of what they take. So all the green that you see is the path that the player could take. I'm sorry, not the player, the NPC, the AI in a sense. So everything here green, they could go on, and you might be wondering, okay, there's green here, right? They could just hop on there? Yes and no. Right now they can't. It's considered a walkable path because it's based off of the nav mesh, which I think is, I think it's the size of this map area here. Yeah, so that's nav mesh. Nav mesh does have to be into the ground, one. And then two, anything within that zone, that's why this one is, because it's higher. But what it will do is you're gonna be going around here, and it can't go up, because to go up it you need what's called a hold on. It's also a nav mesh. It's like a proxy, I think. Navlink proxy. There, that's what it is. Navlink proxy just basically means that they could jump in a sense. So they will actually jump on top of that. You basically like just drag it in here, and then you'll link the. Hold on. So you'll put it like this. So this will be a starting point. Well, actually, it depends on the direction you want to do it, but it'd probably be more like this. So we'll do 180, and then we would put this down to the floor. That a little bit up here. Oh no, oops. That one in here, because it still needs to be inside of the mesh. So now, as they're calculating it where to go, the nav mesh has to be, no, it has to be into the ground. So, like you'll see now, and this just normally doesn't show this green stuff. I just click P so I could show it. So right now it's in it. It's in the ground. Show all the green stuff, right? If I were to lift it up, now if I actually go over here, I think there might be, yeah, it's still calculating this. Because this is within the nav mesh. So everything that, if you want a nav mesh to work, like one of the simplest bugs is just to press P in the editor and see what's being affected. Because you might notice sometimes the enemy's walking towards you, and I know it just freezes. It doesn't know what to do. It's most likely something with the nav mesh. Could obviously be like a collider that's invisible there. That happens sometimes too. All right, we're not going to be needing this. That's basically how the simplest way to put it, nav meshes work, but a really cool stuff you can do with nav meshes. Like you even could put, like let's say if you set a trap right and the trap goes off, you could use a nav mesh modifier. I forgot which one it was. And nav meshes had different data. I think it was obstacle is what it was called. Hold on. Oh, maybe it's in here. Oh, I think you have to create a custom one. That's what it is. But there's one that's called obstacle, and it's all math driven, data driven. But you throw the obstacle down, and like it would stop them. Like if that were to blow up, the AI, you set it up to react, to be like, oh shit, I'm not gonna step on that mine or that fire because I'm gonna get hurt or I'm gonna get damaged. You know. I forgot to connect this stuff up. So right now it wasn't doing anything to us, but now it will. Right. But now another thing too, just kind of wanted to mention it. What I did in between the last stream and what we're doing now is created an actor component. So there's when you create an actor. So like you right click here and do blueprint class. Level just means a map, material means a material. Niagara is more like visual effects stuff. But a blueprint class has a lot of different variations of it. So actor is like your default one. That's kind of like your staple. Most of your blueprints or stuff that has code will be actors. Pawns is just something that would be able to be like controlled in a sense. So like sometimes if you're seeing in games, you have like your main character, and then you have like I don't know, like let's say like a little animal or something that you goes in to do stuff for you. Maybe you can control it when you do it. Oh, kind of like Banjo-Kazooie. There we go. I think that'd be a good example. So Banjo is your actor, Kazooie is your pawn. So you basically just activate it. Characters are characters, you know, like the mannequins that we're using, the AI, all that stuff. But in this case, what this was an actor component. So an actor component is, imagine an actor component as in, all right, Batman, right? So Batman, obviously he's broken, overpowered, whatever you want to call him, but he is the actor. He is the character. Like that's him. The actor component, if anything, would be his like utility belt, right? So if I'm Batman, where I got kung fu, blah blah blah, I can fight, but I have an ability of throwing out a smoke screen or throwing out an explosive batarang or whatever, is because that's like it's like an attachment in a sense. So you use actor components typically when like you're doing like abilities, when you're doing like managing some like inventory stuff. It just depends, but you want to consider it more as like an addition. You don't want to do all that code into the actor because the actor is meant for actor related coding in a sense. So basically we just created a component just so it handles AI stuff, nothing crazy in there. We got an AI controller which has most of the functionality of handling like our sights and whatnot, or our senses, let me say that instead. And then we also did an enum, and enum is just like kind of like a spreadsheet realistically. You actually could create a spreadsheet and import it into Unreal. and then you just convert it to the enum and just get it set up. This is just meant for the pathing. It doesn't really do much. It's more like just a placeholder for when you actually go in and oh, I gotta charge my phone. When you actually go in and start like using it for main data. Mike Check said, what makes him unique? Does a component make specific characters unique based on what they get? It could. So you could basically have it. It depends how complex the game is, but you could have two different enemies, right? One has X active component, the other one has Y active component. Let's say the X one has like base abilities. So let's just say whatever, fire, water, and ice. But then you want to have something separate that doesn't really have any relation to that. Then you create another active component for someone else that has, let's say, earth, air, and lightning powers, whatever. It just depends on how you want to use it. Like typically what people would do is they'll have one active component, right? And this would be most likely for like the character, because the character is going to have most of the base stuff that all enemies would have. So you'd have your active component have just the works, right? You give them everything that they need. Once you give them everything that they need, then at that point you could create a child of that actor, and then if you want to, let's say the character has 10 abilities, you make a child of the actor to use for some enemies to give them the actor component, and let's say you only want them to have 2, you could do that. You just basically just wipe it clean, or like just disable the functionality, and then they'll have only 2 of the 10 while the player has all 10 basically. This actor components is just an easier way to handle just the extras on a character. I don't know if that extra is the right word, but it just handles, man, I'm thirsty. Handles the it's usually used more for abilities, inventory systems, leveling system, like if you have skill points and whatnot. Like I'm the character, I control, like I have speed, I have health, I have stamina, and as me the character, I'm putting on a suit that's giving me skill points, abilities, strength, whatever. Like if you have like those types of settings and stuff. Alright, so hold on, let me close this so we don't have too many tabs open. I don't need this anymore. So then we also did the AI aspect of it. AI aspect is a pain in the ass, just to say the least. So let me just pull those up real quick. A blackboard is like I imagine kind of like a blackboard in school. What? Oh, it's changing. Okay, that's fine. Oh, it's right. It's up here. So blackboard just handles more of the what they call it keys. It's more like the variables, like the values that you're using or communicating to in a sense. Whereas the more important part of it is the behavior tree. So the behavior tree, this is like the brain, right? This is the brain of the AI. So you have like your typical root bone, that's just like your standard bone. That won't change really. You have selectors and you have sequences. I just renamed some of them, but selector, sequence, and you have it's another one called I think simple parallel. Let me see. Yeah, simple parallel, that's what it is. So a selector, basically what it does is gonna go, everything in AI works from left to right. So the first thing that's gonna go off here is gonna be this section, like this right here. And then basically what a sequence does, let me just go from left to right so we can see. So a sequence does, it's gonna go, all right, it goes down here, boop, boop. All right, so we're at the sequence. Sequence is gonna go to the left, check and see if it goes through. If it does, awesome, great. Let's just go ahead and fire it. If it doesn't go through though, like if it fails in a sense, it's actually gonna go and just not do this at all. So if one thing fails here going from left to right, it's gonna stop and go back to the selector and work on the next thing. Now selector on the other hand is different. So let's say like selector, what it'll do is gonna go from left to right. So it's gonna go here, fire this off. If this goes through, great. It's gonna go back up and keep on going through its motion. If it doesn't go through, still fine. It's still gonna go back and just basically repeat that the next step, like going through from left to right. Might say we're getting complex, yeah. And I'm trying to dumb it down as much as possible for me, mainly because I reading on this and like the times I've done it, it really is like super specific. I would love to have gone into AI, but to be honest, I don't think I will after the times I've done it. It's just too much. How many lines can be created, or is that based on how complex the character movement and purpose is? When you're talking about lines, you're talking about like in here, like in this behavior tree, like these lines. Who texts me? Sorry, 1 second. Brother, you could do whatever you want in here, honestly. The thing is, this computes on a per frame. Oh yeah, 100%. Now normally you'll collapse it, right? So let's say, like all this, there's like 10 different versions of this, which is honestly very realistic in like an average, like say like a AAA studio game. Very easy, because you're gonna. This is only for the player to, the enemy AI to move towards a player, to look for a right, because you see here, like this is just moving, like if there's a noise or like trying to detect your last location. That's all this does. This is to patrol. It's like going through the patrol points. This is to chase them, and then this is if they lose against sight to go to the last location. That's all this does, and this is like by far like bare bones. So this could be this big, and I've seen it before. Actually, my old project was kind of like that, to be honest. It was like, not like, it was probably like 4 of these. Let's say, yeah, I think 4 of them. But yeah, it could be as many lines as needed. Now again, you'd probably end up, I think in here there's an option to, no, it's not here. I think it's within the actual thing you do it. Let's see. Oh, and then a simple parallel, I'm just going to show it so you guys see what it looks like. Simple parallel means you have, like, these purple things are called tasks. So this is like the data, right? Like, what am I doing in here, basically? So like this one was, you're going to patrol. This one, if you don't have anywhere to patrol, just run around everywhere, basically. Run nuts, you know. This one, if you see something or hear something, go investigate it. So you normally have a task here, and then this one is like these. It'll go into a selector sequence, whatever. So basically, it's gonna be like, let's say, for example, I want you to move to the player as long as X is happening. Let's just keep it like that, like as simple as possible. All right, and then that's the behavior tree. Another good thing, I figured I mentioned this. I didn't do it necessarily. This one, but I want to at least show what this is. So there's 2 different types of AI. There's what's called like what we just did now, behavior tree, blackboard, whatever, and then you also have a EQS, which, excuse me, an EQS is an environment query system. So it basically is kind of the same concept of AI, like you would use it to do that stuff. It's good more for like more specific things, so like to determine like the throwing something, right? You know, like its range of it. You know, if you've ever seen like when in a game when maybe like before you throw a grenade or after you throw it, it'll show you like that detonation range. That's kind of like the example I'm talking about. For the enemy AI to figure out, all right, where can I crouch? That's better, because you might see, right, with the nav system or the nav mesh, everything pretty much close to the wall is not accessible by them because there's no green on it. So you use an environment, an EQS, to determine that value, and then to be able to go up to it. Basically, going around the nav mesh stuff, which I don't know why it's not showing the grid. Because normally there's like a really large grid here, but for some reason it's not doing it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, scared. So that's what an EQS looks like. All these little balls are just basically like calculating the whatever you like, really, but it's just showing you what's within its range. So as you see, like when I say the whole crouching thing for AI, see how this one gets like much closer. Like you literally just put it right up on. You really won't have to like actually do it this close, because the actual AI itself will be able to calculate. All right, this is a valid place for me to go to. Who the fuck is messaging me so much, dude? It's crazy, bro. People from my old job, customers just don't get it. I don't work there anymore, dude. Like, just buzz off. I think this might be this guy's. Kevin Juices, yeah. Kevin Juices. Sorry, give me a second. Okay, it's done. Alright. So, yeah, that's basically the EQS. I'm not going to go too much in detail because I'm not using it myself. I don't really understand it too much, but I do get... I know its concept, I just don't use it effectively, I guess. Or as much as I should. Yeah, don't need that. Okay, so... oh, and then the last thing pretty much I did was... Well, this guy's probably going to chase me now, huh? As you'll see, right, he's doing his patrolling. Like right now, there is nothing for senses. But if I touch him... Oh, it's not working. Oh, he's chasing me there. Okay. And you'll see how it's calculating. And I broke the line of sight. Oh, I gotta fix that a little bit. That was the other thing I added, just a crouch. It says a free animation to crouch. Okay, so he's chasing me there. He's breaking the line of sight too fast. Like he almost like instantly just moves on to back to his patrolling path. Alright, I'll work on that after the stream. It's not a big deal. They want that work done now. Yeah, dude, I don't get it, man. And the thing is, it's always the smaller, annoying customers. They're like, oh, please, I need your help. Woo, 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 woo. And then it's like a $300 order. They were annoying with me before, and even when I'm gone, they're still going to bug me. Jesus Christ, bro. Alright, so there's obviously some little bugs to the AI. I didn't really get to test it too much because I was focusing on at least getting it set up for the stream. Because with this and all created, basically, we could actually, for the most part, finish out this level. Oh, and I was gonna say, so this crouching thing, it's actually meant to be holding a gun, but it's only like the most current free one that actually works well with Unreal Engine 5 because it was actually created by Unreal. So we're just gonna have to use that in the meantime. But we can actually use it to our advantage in a sense. Like, again, our game is supposed to be like stupid and like quirky in a sense, so we could have it be like, oh man, I pretend to hold a gun because it makes me feel safe. You know, some stupid shit like that. Alright, but with that being said, let's actually fill out this scene, right? Like, basically finish it. We're still missing the collectibles and stuff they have to get. That's really quick to get done. I probably honestly should have done that yesterday, but I just want to get the AI done. I was having some issues, which Unreal is known for. You create stuff, right? Everything looks good, everything's great, but Unreal just decides to not have it work. So you'll be there trying to figure out, like, oh, I don't get it, what's going on? Like, everything's communicating right, everything's firing right, and you literally just close it out and reopen the engine, and it works. Gotta love it. Okay. So, decal, that's what I want to do. So actually what we have, this guy doesn't have... we can actually get rid of this. So let me click on him. Add behavior. And we're going to get rid of this last one. And then we're just going to keep it something like this. And something... Oh, that's right, because I dragged it. And then something like this. And then we'll have him come here and face this way. And then for here, we'll have him come here and face this way. He's basically gonna be facing this direction when he's waiting here. He's gonna walk, 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 and get here, and he's gonna turn and face this way. We do need to fix the. We're gonna put him right like near it. So we actually move this a little back. Let's put it like right here, and we'll put him here. Make him wait here 4 seconds, and then maybe make them both 4. See how it works. I'm gonna do a lot of balancing and stuff anyways. I did add in some other animations. I wonder, is there is no, there's no sitting one. Shame. It's basically that. I know we talked about putting somebody here, like just chilling, basically. If someone wanted to go to school for this or other types of work like this, what would they study? So I actually went to school for this. Full transparency, school did teach me like a good amount of stuff. It helped me out with like I guess really like understanding how they work. Do I think school would be like the best first route? Probably not. I honestly think a first way to like just kind of figure it out is go to like Udemy. YouTube obviously has a bunch of them. I follow people that still post like tutorials and stuff just to know how things work, or know like other best approaches or practices with doing something. So I first want to figure out, because this is the biggest like regret I have. Well, not regret, but biggest gripe I have with school is they don't teach you what you'd probably like for sure like to know. So let's say, for example, right, my degree was game design. So game design is more towards like the design process, more like not programming heavy, but it was more program focused. And like kind of how things work on the back end. Like you have world building, which means like balancing out characters. So like if you have WoW and you have hundreds really, but let's say you have 25 enemies, it's balancing them out. So when you fight one enemy, it feels super easy compared to fighting like the dragon, which should feel more difficult, and you just balance out the stats. But they didn't really good with getting you guys like helping people understand their specialization, right? Because they kind of teach you a little bit of everything, which is nice because there are definitely like needs for having the jack of all trades. Probably more for indie companies, or if you wanted to start like your own thing and do your own stuff. But realistically, they don't teach people how to figure out what they want to do. So, like in the same like a programmer, right? You could program as a like an engineer, right? So like creating like the frameworks and very like data driven. But you could also go to the point of doing just like combat, like you are a combat designer. You could also go to the point of doing game design, which is like kind of like an overarching thing, but it's kind of like an overall like just coding stuff. But the thing is, like in the design field, you have game designers, you have level designers, you have engineers, you have narrative designers. They just don't, because in the industry, like in the big companies, you don't really have a jack of all trades. You usually have a specialization, right? If you know a little bit of everything with programming, but you specialize in level design, then cool, like that's your thing. You're a level designer in a sense. But you wouldn't want to go for a level designer position if you're more of an environment artist in a sense. So it's just really figuring out what you like to do. So what I did after I graduated, I took a year. I took 6 months to learn coding more effectively because they used Unity. There's nothing wrong with Unity, but I personally never liked it. I feel like it was a little bit more. Now it's better. I will say that. Now it's better, but when I graduated a couple years ago, it was not very good. It was outdated, and they used C#, which I don't really think C# is. It's great. It's not bad necessarily, but it's okay. And then we did our capstone, which was like our last project in Unreal, and I loved Unreal. Super great, like very streamlined, very like nice and easy to work on. So I took 6 months to code, like to learn how to understand it better. I ended up not obviously liking it because it just didn't work out for me. But I learned how like to read code in a sense. I kind of learned better how to fix things in a sense. And it was mainly C++. C++ and like Blueprint stuff, but mainly C++. Then I took 6 months to do more of like the artsy fartsy side. So like creating meshes, assets, kind of just like the whole process basically. It was cool. It was a little more entertaining. I feel like I liked it more, but it was also very annoying. Like programming, it's like you're doing all this setup just to basically move this guy from one point to the next. Whereas in like the artist side, you're basically creating all the meshes, whatever, you're adding modifiers, making it like the vertexes and the poly counts are low. And then in the end, when you go like to unwrap it, which UV unwrapping is the term for it, it's all wonky. Like it's all broken. You got to go back and fix it. It was just annoying. After that, I ended up actually, what was it I did? There was something I did specifically. Oh, I read a book. That's what it was. I read a book. It was called, I think, Pre-Production to Level Design, something like that, which is basically like the framework, like the huge doc, not huge document, but a book about what you do to build out those levels. And I followed it through, and I did like the examples, and I realized that that was my thing. I love creating maps. I love doing documentation for it. And like setting up the interactions. It was just really rewarding. So that's what worked for me, and that's what I stuck with. So, besides going on a fucking rant there, I basically, you would want to figure out what it is you want to do first. Again, my school was good. I did learn a lot from it, but I feel like if I was wanting to go into programming heavy, I would not have gone there. If I wanted to be like a programmer, right, like full C++, backend, custom coding, I probably would have gone to another school and gotten a computer science degree, like an actual computer science degree. But if I wanted to do game design, right, like not say game design, let's say like an environment artist, if I want to do that instead. Environment artist, I would just go and take some course. You can still go to like art school and stuff. Art school is super expensive, and realistically, if you just take like, say like maybe a handful of tutorials just to kind of get the basics, that teaches theories and stuff, that's a good start. And then you can start doing things on your own, practicing, researching a lot is good too. Will this project eventually need a programmer or engineer? Can you accomplish everything on Unreal here? I could. I will probably say that it's not really, it won't be as polished as I would like if, let's say, someone else is handling it. Because really, and I probably should have mentioned it, like, mentioned this a couple more times, but like, as my role as a level designer, I'm really not supposed to be doing all this code at all. Some places do, like, they make you do some things. But when I say some things,
Sunday ticket.
hold on,
Watch
bro.
all your favorite NFL teams
Shut
out of market.
up. I didn't know I was gonna get an ad. I thought it was ad free. Dummy. Well, like the type of code that I would do is like just showing off what needs to be replaced, right? So like if I'm doing this level, right, and I get to the end, my type of code that I would probably do is put like a random teleport thing, go from here to the next level. Like that's it. Just to show that, hey, look, artists or my cinematic, like my cinematic engineers or whatever, we're gonna need a cutscene to go from here from point A to point B. Just something to show that I need something here created in a sense. But all this, like the map itself, that is my job. Setting out these interactions, like where this guy's gonna go and what's gonna happen, that I do. But as in creating this stuff, I'm not even supposed to do that. I'm not even supposed to even look at it, to be completely honest. Again, for my role, is it good to know it? Of course, yeah, it doesn't hurt. Which is why I had no problem doing it. But realistically, I shouldn't have. I'm not supposed to be setting that up, because a level designer, what they do is you communicate with different departments to get, well, obviously keep everybody in line and track and motivated with everything. Get the stuff that you would need, like as the level designer, to create the levels. And again, that's like from the artist side, from getting the programmer side, from cinematics or cutscene, people, whatever you want to call them, to marketing as well. Marketing probably not as much, but you're communicating with different departments to get everything you need. So I would go to my programmers, right, and say, hey guys, all right, I need an AI that travels a path. when they get to the path, I want them to say something or have the ability to say something, and then basically just travel back. I want the player to be able to take damage, stay hidden if behind obstacles, and then use abilities, whatever. I would tell them everything I need, and this is obviously would be in like the GDD that we talked about, that big document that's like the Bible. You'd have that all in there so they could go back and reference. All right, so remember he told me that he wanted to be able to use an ability. So go to the GDD, sorry, the ability is something that you throw that casts a voice and then does that XYZ. Oof, Jesus. So I'm basically communicating with different levels of the company to get what I need, in a sense. And then the part that does get kind of blurred is when it goes to like level designers and environment artists. So a level designer, which I have done plenty of times and I do enjoy it, would like block this out, get everything set up interaction wise. Once the base is set up and you have that foundation, I would go in and then just make this pretty. So like the art team would get me all the assets I need, all the textures, whatever, and I will go on here and just start play. What are you doing here? Oh, and basically I would go in here and start adding the stuff, right? Getting all that set up, making it look pretty. Other side of it though is that some companies might be like, all right, level designer, go on, do your thing. We're doing everything here, blah 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 blah. Once we do everything here, I then give it to the environment artist, and the environment artist comes in here, looks at the map, looks at the everything here, and they go, okay. So what he wants to do, and then they would do that creative touch. Personally, I prefer to do it myself, just because I'm the one who created it, so I kind of know what to put in here or how it would look. But some companies and like bigger companies don't really want you to invest the time in that. You bring on artists for the creative side, so they want them to go on there and do it. But hey, it just depends. Good questions, by the way. Great questions. Alright, let's just finish setting this up real quick. So we don't... This is the last one of the... Text me. Yeah, leave me alone, bro. What the fuck is this? Alright, text my brother. I'm trying to remember, is this? Oh, is it maybe because I just... Oh, that's right. I forgot the way I set this up wasn't how I anticipated. Because normally you would set up like within the character, like the little points to plot out. Just different, really, but it doesn't matter. So this one was done a different way. This one was just basically drag on. Where did I put this? Oh, I think it's in the AI. Is it in this AI? No. It was an NPC. That's what it was. There we go. Alright, and then we're gonna need another guy here. So we're gonna have somebody just chilling. Let's see, let me pull up the map. Yep. Trying to see, because I know since we stretch this out a little bit, kind of move some stuff around, so I'm just trying to make sure I get these interactions done right. There's a guy here. I'm just gonna leave him facing this way, just whatever. Yeah, and then I want to make sure he doesn't have any points. All right, and then I'm actually start dragging out this one just to set everything up. So we had one guy there. We had two guys chilling by this pillar, which they also won't need. Something like this, like that, something like this. Rotate him this way. That is them talking. Talking ish. Okay. Let me turn off the decal again, man. It's so ugly. Hey, thanks, Brandon. Appreciate it. What's up, Pefritos? We're doing well, buddy. God damn it. Oh, it sucks. My brother's dog is sick. Oh, she's not here, right? No, she's not here. Okay. So anybody who just happened to be tuning in, figured I'd just mention. We're talking actually had some good talks. Mitch, mic check. Not Mitch, who cares? Asked some good questions, honestly. So just kind of answering his stuff. Oh wait, didn't I? Oh no, that's right. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna move this a little bit back, just a little bit, something like that. Jesus. Okay, I'm just gonna leave them up a little bit. Let me get some coffee. I'll fill in. I think Brandon was here for it, but if not, I'll fill you in. Perfectos. Basically, we created AI. That's kind of the gist of it. AI to move these little things here. You're gonna see them around the level are just like patrol points. So like, I'm gonna turn off the sense for now. Hold on. Let me just turn off this AI controller. I'm wondering why. Oh, I see. That's why. I gotta rename this. I think that's what it was. Let me actually do this. I'm going to bring my event graph over. I'm actually gonna just turn all these off because I want to test. Oh, not that one. Actually, yeah, I guess that one. I want to test this one, the touch one. So now they're not gonna chase me. They're still gonna go about. What the fuck are you? What the hell? Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. So, why are they? Why are you two grouped together? That. What the fuck? Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I know why. Yeah, that's why. I guess for whatever reason, I duplicated. Oh, because I had it highlighted there. Alright, I see. Jesus Christ, you saw that? That was a spirit finally coming after me. There we go. Now it's a unique instance. So the only thing that's happening right now, which is not ideal, is I had set this up before. It was more just for testing, but I had set it up before where let's go to the behavior tree. So was this random move thing? It was basically just them just to roam around in a sense, which honestly wouldn't be too bad if we had like the open world, right? But realistically, for the most part, we do want to have them on a not set path, but kind of. We do want to make it look natural, but we do want to give them. Yo, this customer is driving me nuts, bro. All right, bro. I'm just gonna leave you on red. Leave me alone. I can't do anything about that. Okay. So yeah, just randomly move around if you don't have a patrol point. It's gonna go down here. It's like, oh, you can't patrol. All right, cool. Just move. But we're not gonna really need that anymore. So I'm actually going to. How do I get rid of? I forgot how to. Oh, I think it's break links. Yeah. There you go. I think now. Let me make sure it's not possessed again. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. I think actually I'm going to move this a little bit to the right and remove these three. Wait, no, this one this one, and this one. Just a little bit. I don't think he'll collide there. Let's see. Alright, so he's there. Gonna walk, 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 walk. We're gonna be getting more animations, so make sure he doesn't crash into anything. He doesn't. Alright, cool. Gonna get there. He's gonna rotate. The reason why it's not rotating like stepping is because there's no IK. He should be heading back now. Yep, there we go. Okay. We're getting more animations so we can have them do like stuff while they're waiting. I do want to see though if it'll work. Huh. Yeah, I need to fix that thing because normally. Where's maybe nope, not that. This. It has a stimulus connected. Is there something I'm missing here? Value is vector last known location. Yeah, since predict. Yeah, alright, that's fine. I can fix that later. But basically, what's supposed to do if I touch him, it's supposed to chase me. But it's obviously not working. I'm not gonna worry about that right now because I might just have some sort of setting set up. I'll go back and revisit it. But I want to finish out getting the enemies here, right? So we have that one. What I was saying is we are gonna be getting some more animations in here soon because obviously they're all just standing there or walking, and then when they chase you, they're walking like just same speed. But we want to have it just give it more life, right? So normally what I would do is I would click on the character I want to have an animation. Instead of using animation blueprint, I'll change the animation asset. And then when you do that, so I'll just do it for example, you could choose an animation to do here. So like if I were to I want to add something. What I like to kind of do is prone, or this is that. See, this guy's here, like posed like that. Only thing with doing that is I believe they won't be able to chase us. Like they won't be able to react in a sense. So, but that's obviously something we could. Oh, nope. Don't do that. Is fix? Yeah, it's fixed. Okay. Save it. Cool. Alright, let's add the rest of the enemies. So we have. I'm not going to copy him because he has actual points. So let's just do. It was one like right around here. Turn around that way. Let me go back to world. Drag him forward, something like this. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Hope everything's doing well. By all means, talk in the chat. If you have any questions, you could ask them on there too. Mike Check's been asking some really good ones. Been talking about kind of like how AI like behavior trees kind of work. We're talking about like design wise, like how does someone figure out if they want to do this? Where do they go study? Blah blah blah. A lot of good stuff. Okay, so we have one there, and then we have the other guy here, which this guy, I'm just going to drag this one because it just happens to be right here. This one is a little tricky because, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. What the hell do you want? This customer keeps on blowing me up, man. I'm just gonna ignore that guy. And then let's see. Oh, cool. Appreciate it, man. Right now it is 9 viewers. Sweet. Appreciate all of y'all. Again, any questions at all, by all means, tune in, type whatever you like. Well, you know, not everything you like, but type whatever feels right. I don't know. Alright, so let's move. I don't think this. It might be honest. I think it's just because of this. This just feels really big and it's taking up space. I think we can still make it work. So let's get a point. Let's just drag that along. Yeah, correct, Mike. Yeah, we're adding in just more points for them, obviously, to go along their path. We're adding. I'll make sure that this didn't add another one. It didn't. Okay, cool. I'm sure. Just filling up the level, basically. Because really, what we're missing is that we're missing like actual end game stuff. Like if they attack you or touch you, you lose. And then the collectibles. That's pretty much it. So actually, I guess I could use this space. I'm just gonna make 4 little points here and get both of them. Drag across, and then maybe we'll put these here. Yeah, something like that. And then we're gonna get him. He'll start around here. I'm just gonna move him a little back, and then we'll give him his points. So new update, it only lets me do one at a time now. I can't just add all 4. I have to do that. I'm gonna go here and go up here. And this just little eyedroppers helps you select whatever you want to communicate to. The eyedroppers for in-scene elements, and then this one is for the within the outliner. And then last one should be this one. So you want to go to this one, wait 2 seconds. Then we'll go to the top one, wait 4. And then we go to this one, wait 3. And then go back to this one, maybe wait 2.5 seconds. Something like that. Alright, and then we get a set. There's another thing too. This big arrow is to help set the rotation whenever they get somewhere. So it's gonna get here. Let's just say he faces. Well, he's gonna start here. So he's already gonna be facing that way. When he comes this way, like comes back, maybe face. Not too sure. Let's go. Let's do this way. Alright, we're not too much. Let's do it like that. Alright. Walks this way. He's already gonna be facing that way, but let's just make him do it like that. Comes this way. We'll make him face this way. And when he comes this way, maybe face the entrance. Sure. Okay, that's one. Oh, it's actually. Oh no, this is that. All right, that section. Then let's get. Man, I hate how this outlines all that. There we go. Let's not get down. Let's get this guy because this one that we're dragging in now is not gonna have any points. Honestly, it kind of seems like we may need to increase the size of our level again. We're just putting here. Okay, there. And then honestly, we could probably get away with it. Let me see how. Do I have the centers off? I do. Let's just do this. Really don't need him in chase right now. I gotta fix it anyways. So I just want to see how it feels right now, right? We're gonna play how the game would actually go. Oh, well, that's one mistake. Let's just do like if we're actually starting. Should be in here. Alright, okay, start. So we'll see. Okay. Be going here. Just want to see time-wise, right? When do I add textures? Is he gonna move? There we go. We're gonna go here, here. Normally we'd be walking in through here, and then just walking through. Okay. Well, again, normal thing. We'd walk in here, wait for this guy. Probably have him just like do a small point, just turn around, or maybe go inside the restaurant. Go inside here. Get this thing. Bleak. Okay. Gonna leave. Who the hell are you? Why are you there? Alright. Go over here. Okay. Avoid this. Yeah, we definitely need to make this a little bigger. When do I add textures? So, I actually have a cyberpunk, like kind of like themed texture map to download. I have it there already. What I really wanted to do, actually, now probably, I think I should still have time for it. Once we just set up this level, I'm going to then go back and we're gonna set up the world, basically. I don't know if we're gonna be doing just the map or we'll actually be doing like the full concept. And when I say set up the world, I'm actually gonna be setting it up in the lobby, not the lobby, the penthouse map. Remember that huge view we wanted to have? That's kind of like the concept that was gonna get set up in a sense. But we definitely gotta make this bigger, unfortunately. Which I'm trying to think. Where could we afford to make more room without moving too much shit? It'd probably be in the back. Hold on. Oh, you might have noticed I changed this from, it was initially Quinn, which was the female character, to Manny. The animations just weren't working well, unfortunately. Alright, so let's see. I'm trying to just gauge the scale right now. So this was the restaurant, right? Yeah, this is the restaurant. Okay. Here's the back part, whatever. This feels fine for the restaurant. The actual restaurant feels okay. Alright, and this is the reception area, which obviously I know is not done. This is fine. We don't have to worry about anything with that. Let's check the bar. This feels pretty good too. Not for at least 2 people. Yep. Okay. This was just a random closet. These were the bathrooms. Okay. I might get rid of. Is it here? No. It is here. Where do I have? Where do I have that debug log? It's not my task, is it? Trying to get rid of. You might notice that so when this is running, it's now at point thing. That's a debug log. So a debug log is just it prints something on the screen, whatever you want. It's good for testing, and then very good for tracking bugs. Because normally you put on there like, all right, this is firing. If it gets there, cool. Now you can move on to the next one. And you keep on putting debug log so it stops working and you don't see anymore, and that's how you know where you gotta fix it. It also helps paint what's firing at a time, so you can know that things are actually working to what you need them to be. Like if you can't set up any code yet for something, you might want to just put a debug log like I'm shooting my gun, basically. Where the hell do I have that debug log? It's not an A. Is it an A controller? No, it's not gonna be any of the senses. Maybe it's in the NPC. It actually might be in there. It is not. Dude, I don't know where I put this thing. I really want to get rid of it. Here? No. Oh, I know where it's at. Nope, no, go back. It was in. Where's the NPC? It's in the patrol path. There it is. So we just get rid of this and then connect this. And we'll double click. Hey, there we go. Down. Okay, this show's just bugging me, to be honest. Alright, so compile this, save, don't need that, don't need this, don't need that, don't need this, that. Okay. So I think our best bet would probably be just moving the back one. Like, so basically, if I go top-down perspective. Oh god, I hate that there's no fucking colors, bro. Where? So what I would do is I'd get this this, everything here. And I would basically just move this back. So let's say, maybe. And then I would probably hide this. There we go. I think it's a little better to look at. Top. There we go. That's nice. And then I'm just going to get probably the little sections that I need. So I think mainly, because I don't want to move all of it. I want to actually move it section by section. What did you just do? What was that line you moved to bypass to one square and connect? Oh, hold on. Let me pull it up again. So this. So everything here, this is blueprints in a sense. What they call it, it's like the coding functionality. How they would code without using like the backend C++ framework, basically. So all this stuff communicates in a way C++, but this is, it's just more like a user-friendly thing. So like these are execution pins. Execution pins, you go in order from left to right. So this goes into here. A sequence specifically happens to fire one, then the other. So a sequence is going to go on the 0 first, fire everything here. Once that's done, it's going to go back and then fire this one afterwards. The only thing I just got rid of there was that print string thing because it just kept on printing now at point. I had that for testing before. We don't need that anymore. And these are different. Like some of them have variables. So like red means it's a boolean or a bool. It's basically just like a true or false statement. You have green, which are floats. It's just numbers that aren't like whole numbers. So like an integer, I remember from high school or whatever, an integer is like just flat numbers, non-negatives, where floats could be negatives and decimals and whatever you need it to be. Rotation metrics, a bunch of stuff. I'm not too savvy in this stuff, but basically this is just code in a sense. Just not like how your typical like green line or whatever gray line, like how it's everything is just words basically. This is more just like nodes is what they call them. So you use nodes that instead of saying print what's that less than string hey how are you, you would just basically just go here and you go debug. Oh no, that's not debug log. What the fuck? Then you just print string. There we go, print string. That'll be a print string. And you put here whatever you want. So if I wanted to go like this. So when I save this and I run it, let me just go perspective. Doodle caboodle. It prints whatever you want to put on there. Alright, so I was deciding on what to move here. Let's go back to top. Okay. So let's see. I really don't like skinny things kind of or okay, so we basically have this split up into 3 sections, right? So let me just bring out the map again so you can see like the whole picture of it. The 3 sections, does this show on screen? It does, okay. The 3 sections are this, that's 1. Then we have kind of like this here, that's 2. And then we have the rest of it is 3. This really isn't like a section. This is just like the exit point, but whatever, just going to include it as part of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be working this in sections. So I'm going to move this, get it scaled nicely, get enough spacing. Once that's done, then we're going to move this, get that all spaced out nicely. Really the issue right now is the second and third slots. First one is fine, but I think the second and third could use a little more breathing room. So let's move that back. So first section is basically this. I'm gonna deselect this. Why is it clicking vertices? I don't want that. What's happening here? All right, I'm just gonna have to go group by group. Why are you being selected? Go away. Let's get this stuff. Not the wall. Oh, brother, you are pissing me off. There we go. I guess we got you too. Alright, so we're gonna move this to kind of. Let me see. Let me move the. Wow, that gizmo is far. So this is gonna be like somewhere right here, and be like right there. Let's see how that feels. Let's turn back on. What the hell is this? Oh. Let's go back to perspective. Perspective. This is the one. Just make this. I'm just gonna rename it. Base floor. There. Alright. Let's see how. Oh, I'm just gonna fall off the map if I leave it like that. Okay. There. Let's see how this looks. Or how this feels. Okay. Yeah, actually doesn't feel too bad. Alright, we'll just be crouching here. This feels like a pretty decent amount of space. Alright. And then all we need to do is grab this and just drag this across. Well, actually, you know what? Before we start dragging things across and connecting them again, let's make sure everything in the center, at least, is balanced. If everything in the center is balanced, then we can close out the walls, and we won't have to redo this again, basically. Okay. Oh, this is my brother. Sorry, one sec. This guy who could finally tell his fucking customer to fuck off. What is his number? Edit. It's plus 597. Plus 597. 597 and then the number. What the hell did you paste then? You stupid bastard. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second. Edit. Copy. Thank you. Paste. I told him, hey, this is a cache. He needs an order done. He's annoying as fuck. Which is very true. Okay. Alright, so now let's go to the next section. Top. Oh, wait, gotta hide this again. Alright, so the next section is everything here, and then that one guy who's patrolling. So basically this. Alright, and we can move this probably somewhere around there. Let's use these grid lines. Something like that. I can move them around, but let's see how it feels. Let's go back to perspective. Turn off the base floor. Yeah. Alright. Done. Let's just walk around in it. I'm trying to play how it kind of feels. I'm basically just going to be crouching around the whole time just because that's our main movement right now. Hey, buddy, why aren't you moving? What are you doing? Why are you broken? Well, I guess I gotta move him. Some more here. why he's not working though. Or did he just work already? Let's see. I'm just gonna do that. F8 to disconnect. Oh, I know why. So, if we click P. Oh wait, no, there is a nav mesh. So why aren't you working? Why is this capsule? What the fuck? Oh, did I just move his capsule and not him? Interesting. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not supposed to do that. Now let's see. Does that mean it's also do the same thing with you? No. Okay, you're good. F8.
Skip traffic and save gas
There we
money
go. Alright, he's
riding to
moving.
school with Miami-Dade Transit. Students in K through 12 get half
Now
price fare,
you're not.
and college students get half off the monthly
And you're
pass.
turned
For
around
more
when you start.
information, Visit miamidade.gov/transit.
Okay. What's wrong with you, buddy? Doing it again. What is up with that? There we go. Now he's moving. Make sure he's moving. They're moving. Cool. All right. Let's save that before this thing goes all fucking wonky again. Okay. Second section. So now we did that. We could actually space this up a little bit. I don't want to space it up too much, but let's move this first. So move this here. Let me turn off the nav mesh. We'll have that there. This one a little bit right next to it. And then, actually, I'm just going to delete. Yeah, it's fine. Delete these two. I just want them to be parallel with each other. I am retarded. Alright, there we go. Cool. Now let's do, now we just got to link up those two again. So let's go to add behavior. Or there's no first one now. So the first one will be this one. And it's gonna go, I'm gonna redo them again. There, just in case. I don't want there to be any issues. There. And the last one here. Oop, cool. Alright. So that's how that one looked. Now let's go back to perspective, to top. Turn off this stupid floor. And now we're gonna be moving, I'm gonna move this first. I don't know why. Let me just transform. No. The pivot. Center and selection. There we go. Let's move this back. It's basically almost pressed up against it. Okay. Let's go back to perspective. Brother in Christ. There we go. This one's basically good. Okay, so that spacing looks fine. Now we decided to do a front desk here. Which means I'm trying to see how much space we're trying and get. So it looks like it was like this was these two. We're back here. Something like that. Let's just split that right down the middle. Okay, then there was a little whatever front desk kiosk thing. But there was actually two people roaming here. I think that's what's causing the issue. So let me just get one of the guys that doesn't have anything on them. Oh, this guy's right here. That's right. Just duplicate him. And we're obviously going to be most likely needing to add more blockers and like things for him to crouch under and hide behind. We'll probably end up even adding like maybe here instead of it being like just this random like whatever dresser we want to call it. Probably making more of a like an actual obstacle underneath, like maybe like something that fell over or something. Just press enter. So something that they could actually go under, right? And I'm pretty sure that's gonna be too low. Let me test it actually. I haven't tested out the crouch. See, obviously I can't go under it like that. Like crouch, I do, but my head clips through it. So stupid. All right, so I'll just I had to increase it a little bit, which is fine, but something like this, right? So they go here. We actually even probably do it here in the front, so that they have like a somewhat of a small window to go here. Oh no, I'm gonna get caught, and then they hide underneath the table as they walk by, whatever, and then they wait again. They walk across, hide here, wait, and then they go in here. So we'll do something like that. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm probably not there. We'll just keep it like that for now. We'll do some more testing for it. Let me charge this. Alright, so let's set up. We have, there's one guy there. And then if anything, what we'll do, we're actually going to move this guy out of here. We'll move. We're already going to start like kind of preemptively building what we were just talking about. I'll do this guy over here. So it's like, again, we're still keeping in mind about the introduce, practice, master, and twist. So this part of the low introduction is with one person walking back and forth. This one is one person, but they have multiple, like they're circling the area, kind of like patrolling it. And we have another one where it's two of them, kind of almost going at the same time. I'm also going to eventually add to the AI like a delay, because we don't want everybody going at the exact same time, right? That will, with having the nav points, that should like add some variance to it, but we still want to have them like just stay a little bit, and we're still gonna add on like the random dialogue that we're gonna add. And yeah, technically right now if I wanted to, I could just do this. So I could just go, well actually no, not here. Let me go back. Let's do all classes. No, it's not called, it's called the trigger. Yeah, I can get a trigger box, I put it right here, and then in this trigger box I go in it and code it so that when you walk over they say something or do something. It's not gonna be as clean, and it's gonna clog up the scene. So realistically, I'd rather have it in the inside of the character and just have a way to turn it on or off. Like, oh, do I want this character to say something? Cool, I'll turn it on, just put what I want them to say, and then go about whatever the next part is. All right, so let's go here. This guy's gonna be trolling the front. Change 9 degrees. Everybody, thank you again for tuning in. Hopefully, I know it's still kind of like just building a framework of everything, but I feel like it's going pretty well so far. Let's get some path points. So let's get one of these. Just put that here. How far it's gonna go? We can put it pretty out there. We can put it like right here. There we go. I'm actually going to kind of do the same thing, duplicate them. Something like that. Now this one could probably put a little more behind. There we go. So this guy, I'm gonna put him behind this. Put him here. Yeah, behavior. He's gonna go here first, and then he's gonna go over there. This guy, I actually might have him go like from here. So from here, he's gonna go behavior like this one, and then another one, and this one. All right, so start this guy first. Yeah, behavior, going this one. Let's make just both of them 3. 3, and then this one, behavior, the first one, 2, and then we'll make this one 4. And if we really wanted to, without even having to use like this do nothing thing,
we could just give him 1 point for him to get to. Like if I wanted to add a random schmuck here, right? Some guy right here. Put a point at the beginning. And then just say, all right, walk up there. And then when you get there, just don't do anything. Like just stop. I could have him like set the wait time for 1,000 seconds. Realistically, we have something set up to just do that already. But if we wanted to do something like that, we could. Okay. So, got that done. Now, I'm just adding in all the enemies now. I'm gonna have a guy in here. This is the restaurant. Yes, the restaurant. Might make the restaurant a little bigger. We have the room for it, and it won't affect anything else. But right now, I think the beginning part is pretty balanced. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna be walking around here. Wah, wah, wah. Okay. This guy's walking around smoothly. Yep. Okay. And it's always, for some reason, I have to like grab the character, move them, and then it'll work. Let's see. If it does, then this app makes absolutely no sense. Let's see. Okay, no, it's still not working. It's not the nav mesh. Nav mesh definitely reaches over here. Okay. I do need to move the nav mesh though. Let's move it. Why is it not? Oh, I just. Let's save everything. So let's see why these fools aren't working. Which is fine. He's movable. Should have no rotation on that. Him. Negative 180. Let me see. If I happen to move him onto this thing, will that work? Shouldn't matter. It doesn't have to be on it, but if that's what makes them feel good, then alright. Make me feel good. Alright, let's see. Nope. Bunch of balls is what they are. Oh, wait. Did I just have patrol points? Let me do this first off. I'm going to put these all into a folder. Path points. I can see all of them easier. So I have this one. Did I? Am I see now? Did I not create these path points already? 5, 6, 7. Oh, brother. I don't know what's happening. I'm losing my marbles. Alright, whatever. Let's do it again. Now, let me just make sure this guy. I might just redo them again. You are going there. And you are going there. Okay. Let's get 2 more. Okay. Then dude, I could have sworn I did this already. Put this like back here. I'll put this one a little more forward, something like that. Okay. Here. You are gonna start over there. You're gonna walk over there. And then you're gonna walk back here. Save. Play it. Oh, there. Huh? Alright, I think it's one of those times that I need to close it and reopen it. I said this earlier. Unreal. Sometimes good. Sometimes maybe shit. Overall, it's pretty good. But there's random times where things that worked before Now, for the reason, they just go caca. Alright, so let's go. Actually, while it's loading up, I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. Let me just, where is it? Okay. Let's load that up. And I will be right back.
Mic off. Mic on.
Alrighty. So, let's go back to the map. Or prototyping maps. Lobby. Alright. Are they here again? There they are. Let's get rid of the ones that we, this one, and then this one, and let's move him back a little bit. And then let's make sure. Whoop. I just want to reprogram again, just in case. Okay, so I think it just kept the same ones. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Let's try it again. Why are they not moving? Are the other guys moving? I can't tell. This guy's facing the wall. You idiot. What happens? What does he do? Why does he do that? Okay. What the fuck? That makes no sense. What the hell? Oh my god. Alright, maybe... no, it's fine. Why do you go there? Is it because of the nav mesh? Is that what it is? So maybe if I were to grab this... I need to turn off this stupid Tico. Go away. There we go. I think that's what it is. I think he's bumping. Alright, well, first off, I gotta move... Nope. Move this stuff over anyways. Just move over slightly. Okay. Then move you and you here. Rotate a little bit. Okay. That there. I wonder if this guy's not moving. No, there's a path there. So I think I needed. I forgot the hotkey for it. That's fine. We don't care about that. This guy shouldn't have a problem moving either.
moving. Now he just stopped moving entirely. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to move this a little back. I think it's conflicting with their stupid brains. Back a little bit. Give him plenty of room for the fucking brain to do something. Brother, I don't understand. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about that. I'll fix that thing off stream. I want to make sure we can at least get started on the new one. On the actual world. Oh, but it's bugging me so much, bro. I don't understand why it's not working. Movable, SKM many, AI behavior. Okay, that's it. And then what's the other one? So that's the last one. What if I flip it? Maybe the first one has to be one as close to him. That doesn't make much sense, but so like that. So like this. Did I didn't click the right one. First one. This one. But it's pointing to that one. Okay, so yeah, right, I'm clicking here. This one, see, I'm gonna select it, and it's saying are not allowed to map properties because I have it. Oh, maybe I have it somewhere else. Is that what it is? No, okay, that one's that one. That one's that one. Okay, so it's just this. So how about I just clear it out entirely? Revert. Eh? What are you talking about? Okay, how about I just delete you? I'll do it again. Yes. Now let me see if I can clear it. Okay, it's not there anymore. So let's drag off of here. A behavior. Boop. Great. And great. Okay, you are set up fine. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. Yep, okay. You, numbnuts. You, fantastic. The other one, grand. Alright. Let's try this again. You're going to the first point. They're still not moving in the front. And you're not moving either. My brother in Christ. Give me strength. Jesus. I don't know what it could be. I wonder if it's with that rotation, but even then, let's say if I just put it forward, right? Just make it even easier for him. I think the wait was 4 seconds. Nope. Alright, hold on. I gotta find the hotkey for hold on. So I don't remember off the top of my head. UE5 on AI in editor. Ah, okay. I got it. So let's see what's going on. So we got this. It is alright, so it's saying showing that they're trying to move, but they can't. And it's also saying that it's marking their target actor and location invalid. I wonder if it'll fix it if I were to select him. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna do this while I'm here too. I'm just gonna make this a little bigger. Oop. W. This is what I was saying is the wonders of programming. And by wonders, I mean the biggest and most confusing pain in my ass. And the end result, super satisfying. So glad when things work. Well, as soon as this thing stopped working, it's like playing a game, right? I'm gonna use, because people here have played it, Call of Duty, League of Legends, which are my main games. Well, not Call of Duty, but I've seen my friends obviously play it. When you're doing great, man, superb. Great content. Game, 10 out of 10. As soon as somebody either just destroys you, beats the shit out of you, it is the biggest piece of shit you can ever imagine. Uninstall, don't want to play it, leave me alone. And that's what programming is. That is the beauty of programming. I don't like it that I like it. Like, it was really enjoyable. And it still is when you know what the fuck is going on. Let's just move this. I'll have to move the door as well, but let me just move this first. Is that against the wall? Yeah, it is. Okay. And then we gotta move this door. There we go. Excuse me. Alright, let's save it. This guy's just gonna be some random dude just chilling inside a restaurant. Or somewhere here, and we'll have a path for like the player has to go. Probably give him both options. One is like more risky, maybe put a collectible there, and the other one is around. Mind the moving that collectible in the into the kitchen, like in the actual kitchen. Dude, I wish I knew how to fix this. I wonder if, let me do this. Actually, no, it wouldn't even be that because it shouldn't be conflicting here at all. Because there's plenty of space for it to move across. Are your stuff set up? Did I already check this? Okay, that's the first one. I wonder if maybe it's because it's the second one. Maybe what happens if I just change from return to loop instead? Because then if that works, then it means my return functionality isn't working. See, it's 4 seconds, so let's give it a little bit. No, it's not working at all. It is not working. Nav mesh is fine. Why are you marking the... Did I turn something off that maybe I wasn't supposed to turn off? Will it work if I turn on the decal actor? That'd be really stupid if it did. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'll fix that after stream. Let's finish adding in the enemies we need to add. Don't need to make the reception area any bigger. I don't think so. Just gonna put some random guy here. Not him, because he has path points on him. Where's the... Oh, here, this guy. Oh, no, we can just do this guy. Oh, I moved it over, yeah. Dragged it the wrong way. This guy might have him just, like, sleeping here in the corner. And then we just gotta make sure, once we add in the, like, more functionality to the hearing, then we'll make it like, all right, they have to crawl. If they walk, he's gonna wake up, and then you get detected. Oh, I don't know why I pressed that. Okay. Put him there, and we're missing the 2 dummies over here that aren't gonna be doing anything. It's basically gonna be like, yeah, they're enemies, but they're just gonna be drunk, like just piss drunk. Just want to have that for like just a little more like storytelling in a sense. Okay, then here, just rotate him like that, and then we'll have him like somewhere here. A little too exact, something like that. Like this, we can rotate him a little more, like that. A little bit more. Yeah. Hey, okay. Alright, and technically speaking, obviously besides the wonkiness right now with the hey, I just realized where, oh, I never put those in, that's right. With this AI not working now, which I might actually just try and fix now. I just gotta go to the debugs if I could find PCs. Let me see. No, it's gonna be in baby tree. But you know what? Let me connect this and see if this does something. So something with the patrol point breaks off. But even then, the guys in the front aren't moving at all. Alright, either way, I don't want that on, so let's get rid of it. So let's see. Let's add a breakpoint. And a breakpoint, basically what this does, it's going to go through the full motion of it, and when it gets here and it fires, yeah, okay, so it is firing, which is good. But I need to see, I'm moving this to another window. Let me just move the breakpoint. Just so I could see it firing while everything is running and seeing what's going on. So it looks like, let me see if I can show you guys. So what's happening, as you see, it's jittering. It's basically being stuck on whatever the hell this nonsense is. It's trying to patrol, but then as it's patrolling, it's trying to also move to a location, which is confusing the shit out of it. So, how to fix that, brother? I don't know. I gotta do some research on that one, but the only thing I can assume is either I added some sort of rule to this that I wasn't supposed to. Is set the target location, change self, and then this one doesn't have anything, nor does this one. Oh, this one does have a condition. Also change self, target actor is not, okay. This isn't gonna do anything. Lower priority. I feel like I might have like just done some random misclick on this that I wasn't supposed to, and it just added something to it, but I can't really figure out what it was right now without backtracking on my notes, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's just fix up the map. Oh, let me turn on the decal. Just close out all the doors, or all the walls, I mean. Do that. Wait, no. Two more. There we go. And then we'll close out. Oh no, this one I think has. Yeah, it does. Okay, so just close it out all the way to the end. Is that the end? Yes. And then same here. Nice. Okay, that's done. That's closed out. We're going to close that out. I'm going to just drag another one of, well, two of these technically. Oh. Alt, drag, put one, okay. Should probably put one right here. I'll drag another one and put it more closer to this side. There. Again, these won't be accessible. These are going to be the other elevator, which is out of service, and then the stairs. May make the stairs something. Actually, to be honest, now we have a lot of room on this side. That's probably what we're going to make. If you guys remember on the GDD, like after this, it's basically either they're going to go to the, what do you want to call it? I call it the courtyard, but it's not the right word. But like going to the entrance to then go and find their car or whatever. Or we'll give them the option to also go to the basement. Either one of these are going to be loading into a new level that's going to be doing more stealth mechanics, but then also introducing the abilities. So we'll probably end up adding something here. I don't know how I'll set it up yet, but I'll work on that off stream, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Dude, I can't. And look again. This thing's missing. All right. It's underneath the world? No, it's there. Okay. I wonder if it has. No, I don't think it has to be in the world. Is that? No, that can't be it. Let me see. Did he move? No, he did not move. It has to be of something I must have clicked that broke this. Let's just do a fresh one. Let's see what happens if I just no, let's do characters, NPCs. Let's drag some guy here. Okay. Let's get a patrol points. Let's get a couple of them. Let's go to him. Keep it as loop. That's fine. Do one. And we're gonna have him not wait at all. Let's keep it a triangle. Let's see, does he work? Does not work. What was that apostrophe? PC UAD. Non-target location invalid. Behavior tree. Interesante. Yeah, it just keeps on firing through the task patrol, but not doing anything. So this is actually how you would normally. Oh, there we go. This is how you would normally playtest or debug stuff like this. So I have to put this on another screen. I want to fire it off again. I'm going to bring my character star over here. Just so I can be right next to it and see what's going on. Alright. What was it? Apostrophe? Okay, so it's not firing anything at all inside of the task patrol. It's trying to. Okay. Let me bring my bring the stream up on the other side. In case anybody wants to shoot. There you go. Oh Jesus. I'm gonna bring it over here. I'm used to having it on the right side, so I'd rather have this over here. All right, so let's see if it's even firing. I'm gonna add a breakpoint. I'm gonna run it. Okay, it's firing, which is good. Let's remove that breakpoint. That breakpoint here. Okay. Let's see if the valid check is working. Okay, so it is going through valid. Great. Let's remove that. Okay. Is this firing? Okay. Thing is, it's working for the first one. So I think that's why everything is firing in here just fine. Right? Because let me move the big one. Right, because this first one moves to its spot, but just the first spot. So I think that means there's something with the incrementing is off.
Purina One. We switched and wow, I know its proven natural nutrition is helping support Charlie's strong immune system and Ginger's healthy heart.
See differences today and for a lifetime. Purina One, a
Brother,
difference from day one.
Shut up. Thank you. Sorry about this, by the way, everybody who's in here. Lurk for lurk. Hey, what's up, Jasmine? How you doing? What'd you do today? Did you stream? I know you were streaming yesterday, I believe. I only tuned in for like 10 minutes and I had to get off, but... You gonna be streaming tonight? Oh, shit. So it looks like what's this? Looks like what's happening. It does get to the end, but it's not increasing the index of this. So I don't think it's gonna fire this if I add it here. Let's see. It is firing. But it's firing because what's it, 220? Alright, I will. Let's see if it's doing this here. See if it goes off. Okay, so it's not firing anything on the enum right now. No, it's not. So it stops firing there. Let's see, let's go a step back. Let's see if it fires here. Alright, it's not firing there either. Let's see if it fires on a branch. Okay, so it does fire on the branch. That's good. Sorry, I know you guys can't really see this. I just had to drag it off screen. So basically what I've been doing this whole time is just going through each lines of the code and adding on these little red things for breakpoints. So basically what it does, it's checking everything here, and if it does fire, then it will stop. Like, yeah, so you see the screen just turn black, is because that is firing. So this is the last thing that worked. It didn't work here, but it did work here, which means that means if I do turn this one on, it should fire. Which means there's something wrong with the enum. So let's see. Yep, alright, so it fired there. So it's just not firing at... I wonder what happened. Maybe if... From breakpoint. I don't remember if this... Maybe it's supposed to be like this? I don't think so. Let's see. No, it's still not working. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. It's supposed to be like this, and this here. Let me just save that. And even doing that, I must have just set something up wrong when I was clicking stuff around here. I remember doing something, but I don't remember exactly what it turned on or off. I have to get my notes again. Alright, whatever. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to go to the penthouse. Prototyping, maps, penthouse. So this is where we wanted to have the view, basically. So this is kind of like a good base point, in a sense, to set up our world. So I'm actually going to do... I don't want to edit this too much. I will in the end, but I don't want to affect it right now. I want to keep this as this. I'm actually going to duplicate it. And I can't. That's right. I can't duplicate it because it's the initial one. Great. That crashed. That is also something that happens in Unreal. It just completely just goes. So, let's see what it crashed. Maybe that'll fix the AI again. That'd be great. Alright. For us, the editors were open. Yada yada yada. Let's go back to the lobby and just see if whatever was not working before is now working. Alright, so that guy's still there. No, it's still not working. This guy isn't moving at all. Do want to make sure I did set up his stuff, right? What if I do return? No, he's not moving at all. Shame. None of them working, I'm pretty sure. If I just do nothing, which means he's supposed to go around. No, yeah, he's not even moving at all. So maybe some of the character movement. No, he's moving. See what happens if I... Let's see if he's like trying to move. Nope, he's not trying to move either. Alright, let's see if we could do this again. No, don't save. Alright. It crashed again. Oh, brother. That is unfortunate. Let's send and close. So what that means is we are having a, which is honestly very likely to the AI for whatever I must have added or clicked accidentally when moving around between the scenes. Something in doing that. Hope that thing auto. It does, yeah. And I haven't really, all I've been doing since I last saved was just trying to fix the AI. So nothing really happens normally. Yes, that's why I always strongly advise, if you're doing anything in the engine, like save every like 2-3 minutes. I've had it happen, unfortunately, countless times, excuse me, where it crashes on me and I lose like hours of work. And it sucks. It really does. So save often. There is an autosave feature in here. You might have seen it during the stream where it just in the bottom here, it'll say autosave X amount of items, and then it has a counter, like a countdown. So it does save some things, but that doesn't mean it saves an entire scene. It just saves like certain code in a sense. But if we're like blocking the sound, it's not working, then yeah, fun stuff. All right, I'm getting rid of this because that was for the scale. I'll save that. Okay, so I cannot duplicate the map right now because it does not like that I'm duplicating it. I wonder what happens if I could duplicate this one. Yeah, I could. Nope, I cannot. Oh, what a fucking joke. Oh, man. Gotta love programming. Ooh. Fun stuff, fun stuff. Exciting. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Alright. So, I can't duplicate anything. Now at least let me duplicate the thing, but then trying to save it and do anything. Like it just crashed again. So it's definitely related to the AI. And if I don't fix the AI, that means that, let me go to the map. Oh look, it did duplicate it. I wonder if it let me delete it. It did. I can't duplicate this because it's the default map. What I could probably do is I can make a level and map underscore world. And basically what we could do in the map world, so let me just open it up. Sure. Oh, it's right. Actually, I'm gonna delete that. Oh. Okay, sure. How do you fix what you don't know? We don't know what's causing a crash, so how do we fix it? Really, I was kind of already debugging it, so let me pull it up again. And that's the fun part. Is there a process to work backwards that helps? Yeah, I was doing it on the other screen just because I couldn't look at the scene and look at that thing at the same time. So I kind of already figured it out. So let me just kind of show you what I mean. NPC, AI components, behavior tree. So like basically what I was doing in here is I was in the task, the patrolling task, this one, and I was adding those breakpoints. So you'll see, like, when it gets to here, I'm going to add it now. Add breakpoint. And then I need to go to the map. Maps lobby. So you see now, right? It's going to fire. It's going to go off, and it's going to be a couple seconds. Watch you see. And it's going to take me to the task, and it's going to highlight it. See? That. So that means that this is firing. Great. That's good. That means that is working. So now I remove that, and I just keep on basically moving forward and or backwards depending on where it's at. I already did some of this. It's not working here. This does fire, but this is not firing either. I wonder, actually, did I try the top part? I don't know if I tried this already. Let me add it. There we go. Okay. So, but this isn't really going to help us because the only thing this does is when they actually hit the last patrol point. Well, the issue right now is that it's getting to a patrol point, and instead of continuing through its motion of going to the next one and continuing, it just considers the first one as its last one. I wonder if this execute is firing. I think it. I don't think it. Oh, it does. Okay. Yeah, that's the finish execute is just to finish it. That's all break. So, the thing is, all this is firing. I wonder if it's. I mean, this should be firing. Yeah, that is firing. Okay. This is. it's so annoying. My school sends me like a text every like 2 or 3 days to come join their stupid fair or whatever. Dude, I'm not going to Orlando just for that. And so I put the breakpoint here and it didn't work. I wonder if, like, let's add one here. Let's see what happens. It shouldn't fire. Oh, oops, I forgot to move this one. Breakpoint. Let's see. Just give it a little bit, just in case the brain is thinking that it can go, but it doesn't, like physically in a sense. Yeah, see, that's not firing. Yeah, it's not firing at all. So this whole area here is not firing, because this did. I already put the breakpoint on that and it did work. What's happening is that it's not doing anything here. Now the thing is, what here is wrong? I don't think it's anything here that's wrong. I think where it's wrong is I remember, so these conditions are just checks of when to do something, basically. I think in me adding things, and I don't remember how this is set up like fully without going through my notes, and I don't want to do it on stream. I'm already doing it in a sense, but I had to just basically work backwards on fixing. Maybe I turned something on when I wasn't supposed to. Why does he look weird? Oh, it's just the shine. Yeah, it should go away. It loses its color. Okay. Okay. Ah, damn, it's a shame, man. I really wanted to do this stupid. I couldn't duplicate this, right? Should I try it again? Okay. I'm just gonna put World 2. Nope, it's gonna crash. Yep. Alright, I think, unfortunately, I may call the stream a little early, because I want to fix this and get this right, and I'll just add on the other stuff, too, that I'm gonna do, just to get that in line as well. So that when we go and obviously do the next stream, we get everything set up. Sorry about that, guys. Normally I wouldn't mind like doing it on here, but I can't figure it out without going through like the start to finish. And I was already kind of trying to do that, and hopefully I could have fixed it, but it didn't work for me in the end. So I'm actually gonna call the stream early here today. I'm gonna be getting the YouTube videos posted as well, including the stream. Again, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Appreciate the support. If you aren't following on Twitch already, definitely shoot me a follow. Check out the YouTube. Like, subscribe, look at the videos. Again, there's gonna be some other content uploaded within like the next probably like hour or two. I don't know how long it'll take, but something like that. Have a good rest of your day. Feel free to shoot me a whisper or shoot me a message, man. Let me know if you guys have any questions on things. And yeah, besides that, take care. Have a good one.